What's up guys, hope you're all doing very well today. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new virtual nylon guitar Silk 2 by Ujam. And I'm very excited to check out this plugin today because I went to school under the umbrella of classical guitar, so I really know the ins and the outs of the instrument they're trying to replicate in a DAW form. So before we get into the review, a quick disclaimer, Ujam did send me this plugin over for free, but my opinions and thoughts on this plugin are completely my own. So if you like the video, please subscribe and do all the YouTube stuff below, and let's get into it. So first off, this plugin is very clean looking. The interface of this plugin is very pretty and it is very user friendly. There are a ton of presets to pick from, and my personal favorite is By the Fire from the introduction menu here. So looking at the bottom of the plugin here, there are a bunch of different phrases to pick from, and you can change the mode from chord mode or to note mode. So if I have it set to chord mode and I'm gonna pick the key of A major or F minor, and if I play that key on my MIDI keyboard here, it's not gonna play just that note, but that chord in that key. And this will kind of save you some time from, instead of having to spell out each chord, you can just play the root note and then it'll play that chord corresponding to that key. And you can use the different phrases down here to play it as like a chord or even arpeggiate that chord. But if you take off the key and spell the chords yourself, you can kind of create some really cool ideas and have descending bass lines and things like that. By opening the style menu here, you can adjust all of these style phrases, so you get a ton of options to kind of pick from. So moving into the instrument view right here, you can adjust all the slides, your dead notes, your mutes, having a half mute. It's pretty in depth. You can also adjust the timing to kind of make it feel less robotic or even more robotic. You can even add like a swing rhythm, have it before the beat a little bit or a little bit after the beat. So a lot of little things you can do with the rhythm for this. And then the force slider over here adjusts how hard the guitar is actually being played. So let me play around with that so you can kind of hear how it sounds. And then the damp slider affects how much is being muted on those notes or the chord. And that sounds like this. So now we're gonna go through what all these knobs up here do, and we're gonna start off with the blend right here, which is probably my favorite from this plugin. So the blend knob is controlling the hand that is plucking the strings in its position on the guitar. Some people might not know this, but on acoustic guitars and the nylon string guitars, the positioning of your hand can drastically change the color of the sound. If it's closer to the body or the bridge of the guitar, it'll sound brighter, and if it's closer to the neck of the guitar, it'll tend to sound darker. So this knob gives you full control of that coloring. So next up is the character knob, and in the previous version of Silk, this kind of adjusted the microphones and the effects chain that was on the guitar. In this version, it's really adjusting the attack from what I can kind of hear. So setting it to soft will have like the least amount of attack, and then setting it to strong will have the most amount of attack. So this is really good if you want to have the guitars sit more in the background of like a mix or more up front. Setting it more to soft will have it more in the background, and then setting it to stronger with more attack will make it sound more up front. After that, we have a mix knob. This is just adding some preset kind of compression and EQ. And the one I found myself using the most was this open one right here, but we'll take a listen to all of them real quick. And then after that, we have the air knob, and this is kind of doing exactly what it sounds, adding more air or like brilliance in the sound. And I can't really tell if it's saturating the sound, so those harmonics just kind of come out more in the upper mids and the highs, or it's actually like a shelf boost. But it sounds like this. Then in the next row, we have the tune knob, which you can make the instrument sound either sharp or kind of flat. This is probably really good for all those lo-fi jazz cats out there. Next is the variance knob, and this seems to be affecting the velocity of like each note kind of played. So setting this super low, you get less variation in the velocity, which will kind of make it sound more robotic. And then setting it higher, you get a lot more. 35 was what the preset had on it, and it just kind of felt right to me. And then the next two knobs we have are effects knobs, and there are just a ton of different effects to kind of pick from. You get like phase, delay, reverb, chorus, flanger, lots of different things to kind of play with. Currently, I have these off because I like to have my own reverbs and delays to send into. Next is the width knob, and this is adding like a doubler effect, so you can make it sound super stereo or mono. After that, we have a focus knob, and this affects like the clarity of the plugin. So it kind of sounds like to me, if you set this super low, it's adding like almost like a lo-fi effect, cutting some highs off of it. And then setting it high just makes it kind of come out normally. So this is what that sounds like. Then after that, we have a volume slider, and this adjusts how loud the plugin is coming out of it. So the next thing I really want to show off are the presets, and there are a lot to pick from. You get different types of genres: pop, dance, alternative rock. But some of the more special ones here are these electronic and then pads. And there are some really crazy things you can get out of these. So I'm gonna flip back and forth between a few of them for you to get a feel for what this plugin can do. So there are a lot of really kind of out there sounds you can get from this plugin. So now we're gonna get into some of the cons for this plugin, which it really only had like two. The first of which is this blend knob right here, which I wish it had like 25% more of like either direction, just so I can get to more extremes of the body of the guitar or the neck. And the second is that there are no harmonic articulations, so you can't use this plugin to fool your friends into thinking you can play Playing God by Polyphia. But these cons aren't really even that bad in my opinion because of who this plugin is targeted for, which brings us into the next topic. Who is this product for? This product is really good for songwriters who just want to lay down some quick nylon string ideas. I can see this plugin being a very good production tool for producers or maybe those into film scoring or sync licensing. Now, my channel is primarily geared toward guitarists, so why would they need it? And to be completely honest, you probably don't. But I could see myself using this plugin to, one, lay down ideas for things that I might want to record before committing to recording them to see if I actually like them. Two, use it to start formulating some ideas. And then three, just getting parts done quicker. Sometimes I don't want to fumble around with tuning my guitars or stress over getting just like the perfect take. So as a classical guitarist and a composer, this plugin gets the seal of approval from me. And if you're sold on this product, you can get it from my affiliate link below. By purchasing it that way, I'll make some money and you get a dope new plugin. So if you made it this far into the video, please consider subscribing and doing all the YouTube stuff below, and I'll catch you on the next one.